Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. See by title below, yes, this is on episode 7 of Recreators, and honestly, at first I was kind of disappointed with how the episode first started off, considering, last week's episode, it ended with, some crazy action coming in, and I was super hyped up to see that action continuing into this episode, thinking it was going to be like an action-filled episode, especially considering, you have like literally several battles going on. You at first, from the last episode, it started pretty much Blitz going after Meteora with Mamika interfering as well and trying to help out both sides, trying to just stop both sides from fighting. And then you have Alice versus, of course, Celestia fighting. And later on in the beginning of this episode, I was getting even more hyped up because Yuya came in summoning some weird, ghost warrior thing that was able to just push Alice back. And I've been waiting for that battle because we saw that there was some tension before and an encounter between Yuya and Blitz in some, the footage that they had found. And I was super excited to see how that battle would be. And like I said in the last episode, one thing that I thought would be super cool to see is for Rui to come in with his mech, to which he does come in at the very end. But of course, everyone ends up leaving. Magane ends up leaving. Blitz ends up leaving. Mamika and Alice end up leaving. Thus, pretty much the battle ends up ending with nothing really happening much, except Mamika trying to stop everyone from fighting. So, yeah, that honestly kind of disappointed me. I wanted some crazy ass action, but in the end, I still did enjoy this episode. It does its normal, Recreators does its normal job in kind of, just progressing the story in an interesting way. We got to see a couple more theories. For example, one of the things with Yuya was the fact that, now that there's some stuff hidden in their character description because of obviously, later on it would come out, but because of them losing their purpose and everything, these are disappearing. Thus, pretty much everyone is starting to change. So it's not like they can, like we see all the, non-creations, all the creators trying to look up on, all the creations and see their weaknesses and strengths and see how they can beat them and how they can capture them and stuff like that. But in a way, the longer this goes on, the harder it's going to be for them to do that because these characters are changing. They're finding new purpose, and they're not acting the same way that they did when they were in their, wherever they were from a novel or from a game or from an anime, So that's a big ass theory that I was like, holy crap. If that's true, then yeah, everyone's going to be completely changing. We already see Magane is changing in her own way by pretty much her curiosity of what's going on. Mamika is changing as well. I guess kind of, not really. She's still kind of got her the same way that she thought before, and she's trying to stop everyone from fighting. I do like that innocent factor that she is bringing into this series because everyone else seems so straightforward on what they want. Yuya kind of just doesn't give a crap, while everyone wants to, either save their world, or it's either between, there's Celestia them side where they want to stop this all from happening, or you have it from like Alice's side where they want to change their world and they want to change everything that's happening because of, their world is messed up, and they think that the writers here, the gods here, as they say, should change all of that. And then you have the people like Magane and Yuya, who doesn't give a crap about any of that really. Yuya just wants to have fun, and Magane is kind of just doing her own thing, killing people. She killed her own creator, for goodness sakes, in this episode. And that part I was like, oh, okay. At first I thought Alice was crazy already and thought she may be the one to, go off and kill her creator first, to which I still don't even know where her creator is, but she ends up, I guess, hanging her creator right after, I guess, she found out that he couldn't really change anything in her story, because obviously we found out that, you can't just write it down and that's gonna change everything. It's got to be a huge impact, so it's probably, like I said before, got to be publicized to the world, and thus then after everyone sees it, then maybe that's when it changes, and stuff like that. It has to have a huge impact, and that's why another theory in where they were trying to figure out who the military princess is the fact that maybe, they were thinking maybe the military princess is like a small character, a side character, not a huge impactful character, but that's not possible, because they have to have a huge impact on the people to be able to come to this world and everything. And of course, they, through a bunch of different ways of them trying to figure out where this, the princess is from, the military princess is from, they're able to finally find out where she's from. And of course, Sota is still over here not telling everyone. And you kind of understand why he feels guilty and everything. His character seemed like a shy kind of person who doesn't really have much interaction with much of the world. And obviously he feels guilty because he did have, a hand and involvement in creating this person who is thus, bringing all these creations and may even bring the end of the world. Plus, obviously, it had a huge effect on him when he found out that obviously the creator of her, because he's pretty much just the illustrator, I'm guessing. He's the one who drew her character up, but the original creator, who we saw, end up committing suicide at the beginning, something along those lines he knows about, and he doesn't really want to, tell everyone that yet. The only reason he tells Mamika in this episode is because he ends up promising her that no matter what he will tell her, he'll answer her truthfully. And right when he said that, and right when she gave that question, I was like, ooh, I bet you didn't think she was gonna ask you that, huh? But I really, Mamika really stole the episode in this one, honestly, and I was actually surprised. I thought she was actually going to go full on and help their side instead, but looks like she's just really trying to play mediator and stop both sides from fighting, and I really like that. I really like her character so far. I didn't think she would have as much of an impact as she is having at the moment, and I can't wait to see what else is going to happen with her. She's the kind of character that right now she wants to help everyone. She's trying to go to both sides, but that's also the type of character that ends up having a tragic ending of some sort. She may end up get killed by someone, maybe for example Magane, who was over there spying on them. We don't know what's her plan still yet, because honestly she's just crazy. We find out a little bit about her powers as well, which literally she uses her lies to kind of manipulate reality pretty much. So whatever she lies and says in this, because someone says it's a lie, that becomes a lie, and that ends up becoming true. So yeah, it's still kind of a little crazy and stuff, but come on, her character is pretty damn crazy. We also see a little bit about Blitz as well, and his story, and it's pretty crazy. Like, every time I hear some of these stories, and I'm like, dang, wonder how they would full on, literally, how would I react if I saw one of these characters? Because unless you have, for instance, Celestia and Meteora, those are the kind of people you can end up being friends with, Mamika, yeah, I guess mostly for kids kind of thing, like he said. Well, unless you know what show I'm talking about. If that was really how it was, then it would not be as friendly and innocent as it is right now for her. But obviously, that's not where we're going by for Mamika. But it's so crazy whenever you find the origins, you learn the origins of these characters, and it really gets you thinking, holy crap, man. What's going to happen next with this character, literally with Yuya, you don't really know anything. He just doesn't give a crap. But with Magane, she's a complete enigma. She just wants to destroy everything pretty much. She'll kill this person. If she wants to do this, she'll do this. She doesn't give a crap. While at least, people like Alice, she has kind of a moral code. Obviously, it's still kind of, she's just, even though when she's been proven wrong, she's still going hellbent on that, straight on that ideals and everything, and that can be dangerous. But when you have a person like Magane, which I'm super excited to see more of her, because I just feel she's going to do something completely crazy and surprising that no one is going to be ready for, and literally it's going to be pretty damn crazy. I honestly think that she may end up killing Mamika somewhere along the way, because Mamika seems, like I said before, the innocent kind of character that's trying to play on both sides, trying to help it and stop this from happening. That I can definitely see her ending up, meaning some tragic ending, and it would make sense if it was from Magane. But yeah, that was pretty much the episode. I do like the characterization that we did have with Sota. I know a lot of people don't like his character, and I didn't really care about him as well. But I'm starting to, at least understand him a lot more throughout this. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen between him and the rest of the group now that they know who, where this military princess is from. Thus, they'll probably find out that his connection to it, and we'll finally learn more about his, full-on connection to this character, and of course, the main creator who ended up committing suicide at the very beginning. I can't wait to see how everyone reacts. Will they feel betrayal? What is he going to say to explain himself? it'll be pretty interesting, honestly, in the next couple episodes to see how all of that goes down, and to see, of course, how literally at this point, like after everyone finally just went and clashed with each other and now all these things are popping up, these next couple episodes are going to be probably pretty damn interesting, and seeing where everyone decides what they're going to do. And from here on out, it's probably just going to go literally just, it's going to go crazy, in my opinion, at least, with Magane on the loose, Mamika trying to save everyone, Sota still trying to keep it secret, and everyone finally figuring out the truth behind where this military princess came from, and thus maybe even finding out more about her now that maybe Sota will explain that kind of stuff. Honestly, these next episodes, I'm pretty damn excited to see how everything, the outcome of all of these kind of decisions and all these things that have been happening in these episodes will finally come about. And maybe along the way we'll get some action, because like I said before, I do love the action that they have had so far. Music always just makes it 10 times better, and we haven't had a full-blown like clash with like Rui and his mech, or Yuya versus Blitz. Like, there's so many storylines that are ready to be to come up with these action, with the battles between these certain characters, that honestly I cannot wait for those to finally actually surface and happen. But we're probably gonna have to wait a couple more episodes, in my opinion, at least, and I'm okay with that. As I keep saying, I love the world building that is happening in this series so far. I love the characterization that has been happening so far, and the theories and just all these kind of things floating around. Like, we don't really know what's going on, and it's like kind of like we're along with the ride with them, trying to figure out what is the secret to this world, what is the secret to these characters. And so far I'm definitely enjoying watching everything of it so far, and I can't wait to see how it's gonna go. So yeah, that's all I really gotta say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy it, like, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And as always, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. How did you guys feel about this episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Feel free to comment below whatever you guys thought. Honestly, I just want to have a discussion. It's always cool to see what you guys are thinking, as well as you guys are, have already seen and heard what I thought. I want to hear what you guys thought as well. And yeah, that's all I really gotta say, guys. So till next time, see ya.